What's going on, everybody? How's everybody doing in the wonderful world of YouTube? We are here again, live and in person, as you can see, and I can't even see myself on camera because I have my camera on Skype. Sorry about that. I did it again. Hashtag dumbass.
Yes.
So just give it a second, and you'll see me in a minute. I got to do this, so. And hi! Just kidding. How is everybody doing today? Today we have Bobbit, Ronnie, and that's not Trek. That is Johnny Ray Sinister.
What's up, everybody?
We've actually been hanging up on Trek. We're just fucking with you. Come back, Trek. Goddamn, don't be a fucking ass, fucking whiny person. Anyway, how's everybody doing tonight?
I'm doing good.
Good.
I'm doing good.
Good, good. Well, I'm sure you're doing good. You're having fun over there, fucking hanging up on fucking Trek, you asshole.
That was
Said it
the
would be
second
funny.
time.
What's up, Trek? How's it going, man? There's Trek. How's it going, man? You gonna get on camera? Hi, Trek.
Good, man. How are you guys?
Doing good.
Hi.
He sounds so defeated.
How's it going, man? You just got home from work, huh?
Good, though.
You said
Yep.
you weren't gonna be here until 5:15, which means 7:15 my time, right? Which is fine. You got done work early today?
No, I worked the whole day and then got off.
I know, but you said
he got off. Remember, he got off.
You get Trek. What I said was you said you were going to be home at 5:15, right? Yes? No?
Well,
Maybe?
I thought I was.
Okay, well, I'm just saying, God damn it, motherfucker. I said you got done fucking early then, huh? Jesus fucking Christ. God damn. Every fucking week it's somebody always got to ruin a conversation. God damn it. Anyway, how's everybody doing tonight out there on YouTube? I don't know who's on the chat. I'm pretty sure that the usuals are out there.
I'll get there when I can.
Oh, that's fine. You're good. You're feeding the baby, plus there's
Dinner ready. Yeah.
the thing is going off. Okay, you wanted to sit here?
I can if you...
Heather's gonna take over for me. I gotta go check on dinner. I'll be back.
You gotta check on it.
He says that like it's a bad thing.
I didn't say it was a bad thing.
Well, no, you didn't, but it was all tone of voice. Of course, then again, you always do sound like a curmudgeon asshole.
Just a little, yeah.
What's
How's
like
everybody doing?
TV static?
Good talk, good talk.
Yeah, exactly. I asked how everybody was doing. No.
Oh, good. I'm good. I'm good.
Good, thank you.
Good.
He's back.
Now you fucking speak, god damn it.
Oh, all right. So I'm gonna jump into the chat. Goddamn fucking shit!
Yeah, well.
Be right back. Talk amongst yourself.
So anyway, how about them Saints? No.
Okay, go ahead and trigger the chat.
Too soon? Too soon?
What's too soon?
Yeah, that's not the same.
Fuck, babe. Well, it's not too soon for me because I don't care because I didn't choose the Saints. So it's never too soon.
What kind of pizza did you get today, Trek?
Yeah.
Pepperoni.
Oh, so that's why he went off camp. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the portion of the show where Trek makes love to whatever he's eating.
Right.
Knows the sounds of the...
What's
no,
going
wait a
on?
minute. Was that JP?
I just said, hey, what's going on? All right, now we're back. All right, let's get into what happened last night. Now, Johnny's here. We kind of talked a little bit, not really too much. We talked about it a little bit after the show, or after Raw was over, about Finn Balor. A little bit, not too much. So, last night, or yesterday, there's a lot of stuff going around about Finn Balor not winning the title. My thinking is, if you don't put the title on fucking, with the story that they're telling, if you don't put the title on Finn Balor, you're going to lose half of your WWE audience. I guarantee it, WWE. I guarantee it. Finn Balor will essentially be buried if he loses. I do not want to see Finn Balor anywhere near any titles. I don't want to see... Think about it. If Finn Balor loses this match, okay, how does it make sense for anybody to beat Brock Lesnar? Realistically. In fact, I'm going to go even farther to say this. Johnny mentioned this. Johnny said, if I'm wording it correctly, when Brock Lesnar squashed Braun Strowman at Crown Jewel, essentially that's saying that nobody can beat Brock Lesnar. Except,
I'll believe it. That was my thing, is that to me, not saying that you're wrong about it. You are right in the sense, but my point is that it died a long time ago. Realistically, Finn Balor to me is not believable.
No, he's not. There's always that. I'll throw it out there like this. The Giants playing the Patriots when the Patriots were undefeated. Who realistically believed that the Patriots were going to beat the Giants were going to beat the Patriots? Nobody. Oh, it's just the Patriots.
Phone's ringing.
Thank you, you fucking idiot. The Giants ended up beating the Patriots. So I think they're trying to tell that story of the true underdog here.
Yeah.
Because Vince came out and said there's no way that the underdog, and they're kind of giving it away.
Yeah.
If Finn Balor does not win the title on Sunday, they have really fucking not only burned bridges, but they've essentially buried all of their fucking talent. I'm going to go out on a limb and say all their talent. There is nobody believable to beat. Even, I'm talking Drew McIntyre. Nobody's believable to beat Braun Strowman or Brock Lesnar. If Braun Strowman can't do it and Finn Balor can't do it, then nobody can do it. Nobody. Right. Nobody. Period. Now, the demon gimmick. I think they're going away from the demon gimmick. Not going away from it. But this story that is being told is telling the story of an ordinary guy, 195 pounds, going up against a guy about 100 pounds over his size. Right? I think because Brock's like 295 or so.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Truth be told, I'm not taking anything away from Finn. I mean, it sounds very compelling. Like I said on Twitter, earlier this week, that I would actually have to watch Royal Rumble this time. I would have to sit down and watch it because. So, spoiler alert! Johnny will be here on Sunday.
Demon at Mania, possible? Maybe. We'll see.
Did you see the tweet? Did you see the tweet that I put in the room about that?
I read it.
He was saying on ESPN he's not doing the demon gimmick.
Yeah, at Royal Rumble. They're talking
at
about
Royal Rumble.
Yeah, And I'm okay with that. I am okay with that. So either way, Finn Balor's winning this match.
What if they're actually doing that, and then he actually does come out as the?
I'm gonna throw probably an unpopular theory here.
Go ahead.
And we kind of mentioned it before. We were kind of talking about before the show. I think if he wins with the demon gimmick, it does not make it as special.
No. Could you imagine the pop? Think about this. This is one of the big 4 pay-per-views. Could you imagine the pop if he beat Brock Lesnar? Because WWE's always looking for that big pop. This is that big pop. I'm telling you, everybody. I'm telling you. So I think they're going to pull the trigger. And for people to buy in, for people like me and Johnny and Trek and Heather and all those, I don't call us smarks because we're not fucking smarks. We're called fans. In order for that change era fucking thing that they're talking about, they need to put the title on Finn Balor. Because if they don't, I don't believe anything that WWE says. It's going to take a miracle for them to get me to believe anything that they say.
Right, and that's where I guess my logic of thinking is, where they're saying, no, he's not going to come out as the demon, trying to throw it off that when he does come out is that there is some sort of pop. But I understand Johnny's thinking too, that it won't be as special because they haven't led up to it. A couple of the promos have kind of touched on it with him and Vince, but with social media nowadays, there's nothing that is a surprise anymore unless it is kept deep under wraps and behind closed doors to that final hour.
Right.
And unfortunately, he's just been putting this out for the last week, and everybody's thinking, oh, okay, well, he's not going to do it. He's not going to do it. And then when he does do it, then they might get the reaction from the crowd. So I'm not
saying that it would be bad for him to win with the demon gimmick. But if you're going to tell the true because here's the thing, and I'm not talking about his career as a whole, but in WWE specifically, the demon never loses.
Right.
So
yeah, that's true.
So
go ahead.
So, if you have him come out as the demon, it's a for sure he's winning.
Yes.
Yeah.
Arush and Chu, they do care because of AEW now. I guarantee it. They're a little worried. I think they fear the Reaper is upon them.
Which, I find kind of funny because here we are, we're all sitting here saying, let's be cautious, let's wait and see what they do. And if that's really the case, what does WWE know that we don't?
Right.
Right. And Aaron Reed, did you not hear what we said? You probably not. He said Brock needs to drop it to Seth, not Balor. So if Finn Balor loses to Brock, Seth ain't beating fucking Brock Lesnar.
Okay. I'm fixing to piss everybody in the chat off. Fuck Seth Rollins.
I agree. Right now,
Fuck
yes.
Seth Rollins. I'm sorry. Okay, it goes back to my same thing that I've been telling people for the past 6 months. It's always the same motherfuckers at the top. Always. What is interesting about Seth being champion? It's been done.
Yep.
He's been a part of the Shield. Who fucking cares? No one gives a shit. I'm telling you, anybody that really cares about the direction of this company, nobody gives a shit. about Seth Rollins being champion.
All right. So my niece is in there. Now remember, she's a 14-year-old girl, and she
I'm
said,
sorry,
"Really, Johnny? No, it's okay." Well, Paige, here's the thing, and I understand why. I understand what Johnny's saying, and I could explain it. I'll explain it to you this weekend.
We'll be there this weekend.
I'll be up there on Saturday, and I'll explain it to you. I don't think Johnny hates Seth Rollins. It's just right now. It's just right now. It would be smart to keep it later on down the line. Like SummerSlam, when they get Brock Lesnar out of the fucking picture and they start building characters, then we can start talking about Seth Rollins. Because I kind of would like to see Finn Balor versus Seth Rollins again. That was a hell of a fucking match at SummerSlam in 2016.
And they really only did it once.
I know. So don't get upset that Johnny hates Seth Rollins. If Seth Rollins wins the title, Seth Rollins wins the title. We go from there. But it's not going to be this Sunday. It'll be at WrestleMania. But we'll see what happens.
Well, let me put it in a way that it will hopefully put people's mind at ease. The thing is I don't hate Seth, but the thing is, if you're wanting change, Seth, as good as he is, he's essentially the status quo.
Yes, it essentially is.
And we don't need the status quo right now. We need something new and fresh. Finn is that new and fresh. Yes. And so, what I say, I wouldn't even have the match at WrestleMania, but Seth has to lose at WrestleMania.
Maybe win at SummerSlam. Build a feud. Build the feud.
Dude, do not put this title on Seth too soon. Because here's the thing. If you do that, then we're going to be right back in the same boat that we've been in for the past 4 years.
Right. And I get it, Paige. I'll explain it all to you Saturday when we come up there for the day. Paige, don't get fretted. I'm pretty sure Seth Rollins will be in the picture. Why will Seth Rollins be in the picture? Because he's one of the top guys in WWE right now. He'll always be there.
Right.
But he can't always win the title, and it's essentially fucking Roman Reigns all over again if you keep doing it. People are gonna fucking sick of it. And it's gonna
if you keep putting the Shield over, if you keep putting the Shield over, eventually Seth Rollins will get the Roman Reigns treatment. Yep. That's what I don't want for Seth.
Me neither. So yeah, I don't see, and you can't. Johnny said it all. He essentially said what I really wanted to say, but I'm gonna back him on that one. It's not that I don't want Seth anywhere near the title picture. I just don't want him put down the road. Yes, I want to see Seth with the title again, because when he had his title reign, it was actually a decent title reign. I enjoyed it. But he's better as a heel than he is a face. I don't know if he's good enough to be a face. The Intercontinental title run that he had, it was okay, but it wasn't that great. It was good, but it wasn't. He had some really great matches, but it wasn't something that I would say was better than his heel run, to be honest with you.
Well, the other thing is, too, they can have this match go on and gauge by the crowd. And if it's not going over, what's to say that they just don't keep it on Brock at that point?
Oh, Finn Balor will go over. Finn Balor is the most. He's as over as Becky Lynch, in my opinion. He got a huge pop last night. What really pissed me off is fucking Heavy Machinery didn't even get a fucking reaction.
Right.
I know. That's what was so weird.
Well, even when Nikki came out, she got a little bit of an acknowledgement with the Raw crowd. She got more when she was brought out on SmackDown.
Because, well, this is the thing, and this is the thing. Nikki is associated with sanity. That's what Nikki is. She's associated with sanity.
But not anymore.
Well, the other thing too is when she was brought out on SmackDown, she went one-on-one with Becky. This, she was thrown into the 6 women, and then, like you said, she was hardly used.
Yeah, she was hardly used. I think they're protecting her for what I don't know.
If they were going to protect her, why would they have her lose? The first match she was in.
Yeah, they had her lose to Becky. Becky couldn't lose. They shouldn't have had fucking Nikki Cross debut like that.
No.
They essentially buried her right there on the spot. So they essentially took her away from sanity. She's no longer associated with sanity. And I get what you're saying. She should be, but they're doing something else with her. And I don't know what it is yet. They just got her acting like a crazy psychopath. That's it.
Unless their look of pushing her into the title picture sooner than later. But it would have to be after WrestleMania at this point, unless she wins Rumble.
She's not winning the Rumble. It's going to either be Becky or Charlotte.
Next year's Rumble, she might win.
Next year's Rumble, she might win. Becky's not beating Asuka because I see Ronda Rousey going out first and Ronda Rousey interfering, or Becky Lynch interfering in Ronda's match, and not even costing her the title, but costing her
the match,
humiliating her more or less, like Charlotte did, and pissing her off. And coming out during Becky's match and then interfering in that and costing Becky the title, and there's a disqualification, and then Becky Lynch is inserted into the Royal Rumble. However, we know Charlotte is already in the Royal Rumble. I think she's going to win it, and I think she essentially is going to say, I want Asuka, is what she should do. Becky they'll somehow do like a shake-up, of a little shake-up or whatever, and have Becky go over to Raw and start a feud with
I do know a lot of people want to see Ronda versus Becky. I do know that. I see that all the time.
There's also having Charlotte. I'll put it to you. I suppose I said that backwards. If Charlotte wins the Rumble, she's taking on Ronda Rousey. Becky will take on Asuka again. She'll get another shot at WrestleMania. Why?
Yeah.
Which I think, to Johnny's credit too, is because we didn't get the Ronda and Becky. That's why I think people want to see that.
I know why people want to see it, but WrestleMania, they want to see the WWE. What's money to them? What does WWE think is money? Charlotte and Ronda.
Charlotte and Ronda.
Charlotte and Ronda, yeah, with the money and the ticket sales.
Well, and here's the thing, not to take anything away from Charlotte versus Ronda, they had a good match at Evolution, or was it Survivor Series?
Survivor Series.
It was a good match.
Charlotte and Ronda.
That's right. Okay, yeah, Charlotte and Ronda. That was a good match. I mean, yeah.
And that was kind of a thrown together match too, because of what happened to Becky. So for them to pull that off, to see it again, is it still going to have that spark? I understand with the ticket sales. I understand with the money.
I think it would.
You also got.
I think so.
I
think it would. I really do. I think Charlotte and it'd probably get as much money as more money actually than, because that match, the way that match ended, they can go two different ways. Now either way works for me. I don't care. Essentially, if Becky wins, she's going to go after Ronda. Charlotte will then go after Asuka, and we'll get the Asuka thing. and then Asuka or Charlotte will lose. Because you got to remember, one of the four horsewomen is taking on Ronda Rousey, Sasha Banks. So we'll see what happens.
You don't think they would do a triple threat? With
No, I don't want to see.
And I know nobody wants to see it, but then it would free up Asuka to have whoever wins the Rumble.
I want to see Charlotte Asuka again. I want to see Asuka get her payback on Charlotte.
A lot of people do.
That to me would be the match of the night, because it's another match I wouldn't mind seeing again. Charlotte and Asuka, them two have not touched each other since WrestleMania, except for at TLC. But then again, that was a triple threat, so Becky was involved in that. Talking a one-on-one match. And if Nia Jax wins the fucking Royal Rumble, I will probably fucking cancel my subscription. That woman needs not be anywhere fucking near any fucking... She doesn't even need to be anywhere near a fucking ring. She's garbage. She's worthless. She's shit. My right leg, or my left leg, which hurts all the time, can do better than she can. And it doesn't move without me. And I'm just talking about my left leg.
But with WrestleMania being such the big card that it is, and they try to get everybody in there in one way, shape, or form, having, like we were saying last night, a possibility with Ember Moon winning, giving her an opportunity.
You're forgetting two key matches. If you're forgetting two key matches at WrestleMania too, Ronnie. The Battle Royals.
Yes.
That's true too. But I mean, if we're looking for WWE to do something with change and pushing of these other superstars, giving them the 3-4 months, this to me with the Royal Rumble seems more predictable if they're going to go with the Charlotte and Becky for the win to take it into WrestleMania. Why not throw somebody that has been in on the roster like a Ruby Riott or a Ember Moon and give them an opportunity over the next 3-4 months?
They've got to prove themselves first. Just having them win a Royal Rumble doesn't make sense. Not right now. Essentially, WWE, you know, and I know that WrestleMania is all about the money. This is their payoff show. So I don't give a fuck if everybody gets on the fucking show. Not everybody needs to be on the show. And for them to say the change, well, these are matches that we haven't hardly seen. That's not really a bad idea. I'm not saying that Charlotte's winning the title. I think she's ultimately going to lose. Because here's the thing. They got to work this 4 horsewomen versus 4 horsewomen thing slowly. They can't just cash in on it right away. Because Marina Schiffner and Jessamine Duke are nowhere near fucking ready. At all. To be called up.
That's not going to be at least till November before we even see that match.
Right.
So you've got all of summer, you've got after Mania, and you've got if they're going to be putting the tag team titles on Sasha and Bayley, like we're expecting, they're going to be a tag team, so there's not going to be any way to move them. Because they're going to be a faction on Raw, even though they can defend against the SmackDown roster. But how soon are you going to break them up then?
They're not. You're not going to break them up. They're part of the 4 horsewomen.
Well, I understand they're part of that, but I mean, break it up to that with moving them if we still have...
They aren't moving them.
The 2, SmackDown and Raw, till Fox takes over.
They aren't going to... I think they're ultimately going to do it at SummerSlam. I don't think they're going to do it at... Because you'll see Asuka versus... You could see Asuka... Ember Moon moving over to fucking Raw. Or to SmackDown. And Ember Moon versus Asuka. At SummerSlam. And then you have Ruby. Is Ruby Riot's on Raw, right? Or she? No. Yeah.
Yeah, she's
Put
on
her
Raw.
in the title picture. But you know what they're gonna do? They're gonna put Alexa Bliss right back in the fucking title picture.
See, because that's my line of thinking is to give Ruby Riott the push. Because we were like I said, saying Ember Moon deserves it, but even pushing Ruby Riott into that and get her away from Liv and Sarah, and that would be the tag team faction there on that end.
Well, they could still be a faction, but then still be a tag team. They've done it before.
Mm-hmm.
Shield. They're essentially that's what they're doing with the Riot Squad, trying to make them like the fucking Shield. Well, they failed.
Well, and that even was when Paige was with Mandy and Sonya till she got injured.
Yeah, absolution.
Right. Oh. Let's go. Becky Lynch is essentially she can't respond to people when they call her out. I have yet to see her respond to anybody. She's essentially stuttering. She's stumbling over herself. Yeah, she's over as fuck, but people were like, I'd rather refer to myself as the woman, not the man. Mickey James buried her today on Twitter. I'm really getting sick of her facial expressions, too.
He's sick of her face.
I can't believe learn how to spell considering I don't live in New York anymore.
Idiots.
It's one person.
I know, it's alright. It's funny.
Yeah, it just proves how pathetic their life really is.
That's true.
Uh-oh, who, what?
No, it's nothing, it's good.
Well, that was loud.
So she's fucked up this promo already. She just called Asuka the best, but she's better. That makes what she's the bestest. Come on,
She's the extras mostest.
good God. You can't be better than the best. The best is ultimate. Give me a fucking break. I like Becky, but they need to stop letting her talk. Sorry, she bores the shit out of me. And then it looks like she's gonna vomit every time she fucking talks. She does this. What's she doing? Practicing for fucking later or what? I fucking annoys me. It's like she's sucking on a fucking lemon.
Chuck would know that. He essentially sucks on a pizza crust. Or, based on what I saw last night, he really likes his cream.
There is that.
It was a blizzard.
Yeah, that's right. It was a blizzard.
I don't care. He got.
Wait, hold on a second. Bullshit. Bullshit. You said it was fucking ice cream last night. You can't change that shit.
It was back and forth. We said, was it ice cream? And then he said, no, it was a blizzard. And I said, well, it's a blizzard. He said it was ice cream.
Either way, it was a whole bucket full of cream. Although, Trek, you might want to check your chin. I think you still have a little bit left. You're awfully quiet today, Trek. What's the matter?
He's typing more in the chat.
Did somebody piss in your Cheerios?
No, I'm good.
Did somebody defile your pizza crust? Do you need to talk about it? Do you need a hug? Wait a minute, I know where those hands have been. Don't hug me. Good talk. I can't hear any. It's like dead silence. What the hell?
What the frick is going on? Why is she out here?
I agree, Heather.
Okay, she's just talking about the Rumble. That's true.
Oh, damn.
Okay. Fucking. That's true. She has. She has. They're trying to turn Asuka heel.
So like they do so many other times, do you think they're going to have this match tonight now?
What, Asuka versus Becky?
Yeah.
Hell no. It'd be stupid to. Now she's resorting to hitting people with fucking coats.
I hit you with my fresh cycling coat. It has lots of starch.
The more Becky beats on Asuka, the more Asuka's gonna beat Becky at Royal Rumble. You can clap, but if you're understanding the formula, Asuka's winning. Just saying.
Damn it, woman. You is one angry Asian. I'm sorry, was that too mean?
No. You just woke up my daughter, though.
Oh, I'm sorry. Hi, Wendy!
What the fuck is wrong with you?
There's a lot wrong with me. Didn't you know this already? I mean, come on. How long have we been working together? You just now figuring this shit out?
I'm back.
Wait, you left?
Who?
Well, Oscar was on.
Wow,
Yeah,
Oscar's
exactly.
on.
I don't know why you leave.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
What? Who the fuck is on for Ronnie? No.
What the fuck was that, Trek?
What the fuck did he do? What the fuck,
As
Trek?
he looking around.
Fucking doing that eyebrow.
That's me
thing.
looking around.
Doing that eyebrow thing, man. Fucking weirdo.
He's desperately trying to be the Rock.
He's desperately seeking Susan. It's your favorite movie, isn't it, Trek?
Hell no.
Oh,
Liar.
Susie Q.
You're such a liar.
I've never seen that movie.
You've never seen that movie?
No.
What movie?
Why not?
I've never seen it. But
I know you've never seen it, dumbass. I said why.
never
Desperate-
been interested.
Desperately Seeking Susan. Why not? It was actually an okay movie.
You know what was an okay movie?
What's that?
Dragon Ball Super Broly.
Yeah, well, whatever.
Yeah, I heard it was good. We got more times for it because it did so well.
You have it on it multiple times?
Yeah, starting Friday.
Oh, was it on only once?
It was on only like 2 or 3 times this weekend, once a day. So
Isn't that multiple times?
Okay, well, let me explain. I know we're having fun at Trek's expense, but I'll actually explain. Usually, when films like that come over from Japan that have a Western fan base, it's usually a very limited release. Like, not everywhere is going to show it.
No, I understand that, but he said they showed it at our theater multiple times starting Friday, and I said, well, how many times did they show it before that? And he said 3 times, and I said, isn't that multiple times?
well, once each day.
What?
I guess that would be multiple times, but I just counted it as like 1 each day, so it didn't seem like it was multiple times to me.
Well, if it's 1 each day, then it wasn't multiple times. Get your story straight.
Yeah, Trek.
God damn it. I asked you, how many times are they showing it a day now? Good talk.
Tonight they're showing it 3 times.
So that's multiple times. Okay. So when it first came out on Friday, they were only showing it once.
Yeah.
Well, it depends on. Well, that's not exactly true though, Trek, because like in my area, the day it released, they had it on like a bunch of times, and Saturday was the first day they only had one showing.
Oh no, I know, but my theater's for the smaller cities, so it was on less times though.
I live in a smaller city. What? Trek. How long have we been friends? Well, wait a minute. I wouldn't go that far, but no. I'm just
Well, each day it was like Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We had it like once a day at 4 o'clock. That was the only time we showed it those days.
Okay, so that was once a day. That's not multiple days. And then Monday, Tuesday, today you showed it at least 3 times, correct? Yes? No?
Yes.
Okay, so you're now showing it multiple times a day. Correct?
Right.
Okay. That's
Yes.
what I was asking you. Now that we got that story straight. Brock Lesnar just got him beaten. Just because it can be fun to see the old people matches. Tim Storm's in his 50s, but everyone was watching him. Okay. Kevin Owens beat him too, I think. Yes, Kevin Owens did not beat Goldberg. Should have, in my opinion, because fuck Goldberg. The only reason that they did, the only reason they put the fucking title on Goldberg is he wanted to give his son's
his son and his wife. He wanted to show his son and his wife that he could fight in the ring at least one more time, and then that was it for him. His own words.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what was the match? 5 minutes? Fuck that shit. Give me a fucking break. It was unbelievable bullshit, is what it was.
And if you have the network and watch WrestleMania 24, he hurt himself during that match.
Which match? The one that he won or one that he lost?
When he won.
Over
He
Brock
hurt his
Lesnar.
shoulder.
Okay, I didn't know that, but whatever.
So yeah, he can still quote unquote fight, but he ends up hurt after every time.
I was going to say, he even hurt himself when he banged his head on the door. They made him stop doing that.
Yeah, he did give himself a concussion that night.
I hate seeing part-timers wrestle. I just don't. It's not something that I care to see. Sorry.
No, it's in the Attitude Era. They would put Naomi and Mandy Rose in a bra and panties match over this situation.
Yes, they would.
Oh, yeah, I wanted to kind of speak. I'm glad you brought that up. I'm really glad you brought that up. Because I'm gonna piss off a lot of fucking people right the fuck now.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Who the fuck cares if Alexa Bliss was fucking topless? They show more fucking goddamn shit on fucking daytime TV.
You're right.
Yep.
I don't know why you're yelling about it.
I wanted something to yell at, damn it. I haven't been on in a while. Like, seriously, and I don't mean, if you really are this way, I'm kind of sorry, but you're kind of a fucking pussy if you are really offended by that.
Well, I'm not offended by it. I just don't want to see it. There's no need for it.
Not only that, it wasn't that I was offended. It was so awkward and it was just misplaced. It's like, okay, you've been doing all of this. Why are you bringing this up now?
Skin sells.
Well, they can watch Temptation Island afterwards.
No, my thing is I was arguing with people about Alexa Bliss. The only reason that she got so many fucking views on WWE on YouTube is because I think the title said she was topless.
Oh, well, yeah, I mean, because you...
And I was arguing, if you really think that puts Alexa Bliss over, you're sadly mistaken.
No, because all that is just fucking a bunch of 13, 14-year-old boys jacking off.
That is correct.
Oh, and Vince Russo. Not just that.
Vince Russo.
Bro, I need the lube, bro. Right now. I need the lube. Give me the lube. But no, like I'm not talking about you guys, because I honestly see where you guys are coming from. I'm talking about all these people. How dare they objectify a woman like that? Why? Yada, yada, yada. Like, come the fuck off of it. Like, so what?
Brock, I don't want Goldberg because he can't go full time. I don't want him back, Devon. That's why.
And as I said, why keep pushing the older wrestlers when there are younger ones? Example right there, Kevin fucking Owens.
And I don't think AEW's because whatever. Tim Storm has been wrestling for years, but he's never gonna win the title back from fucking what's his name.
Well, like here's the thing, like
I can't think of it.
I can't either.
what?
Nothing. Go ahead.
No, we're talking about who is rivaling with Tim Storm. That has the title right now.
The NWA World Heavyweight title.
Oh, well, like you have your
Mickey's husband.
Right.
You definitely have your exceptions. I mean, you've got. I mean, look at Vader. I mean, Vader wrestled well into his 60s.
I'm talking about. Okay, so what I'm talking about is Goldberg would not come back as a full-time wrestler. He would not do a full-time schedule. I don't want to see that. I want to see him. I don't fucking know. I don't even. My feeling is I don't want to fucking see. Fucking, like The Undertaker, he comes back once a fucking year and then he's gone. That spot could be used for somebody that they aren't fucking using.
Right.
That's what I'm saying.
Have you noticed you know what? It dawned on me the other day. I was actually thinking about this, and I kind of noticed a trend. You know, the guys that are like the ones that we sit there look like and like, wow, they're still really good in the ring and yeah, all this stuff. Mm-hmm. You know, like Chris Jericho. You know, people were saying it about Vader. Mm-hmm. There's one thing that they all have in common. Those guys that are like that, they never stopped.
Exactly. Goldberg stepped away for how long?
Right. Well, and Undertaker went to once a year. Yep. And I think people may it may sound strange, but I think if Undertaker would have never stopped,
I think if he would have taken care of his hips better.
Yeah, I think he would still be wrestling and still be very good in the ring. It's possible. I mean, we have good examples of this.
Come on, guys. If you want to see fucking old-timers wrestle, go back and watch the network. It's that fucking simple. You can see fucking Goldberg in his fucking prime. He never put on a match over 15 fucking minutes. Essentially, Goldberg, he got better, but he never really got to that level that he should have been.
Goldberg was Roman Reigns before Roman Reigns was Roman Reigns.
Fuck yeah. Thank you. Brock Lesnar back in the day could wrestle. Everybody shits all over fucking... I guarantee it, Brock Lesnar will probably put on one hell of a fucking match Sunday night with Finn Balor.
And they bring up this point of Goldberg beat Brock more times.
It doesn't matter.
Goldberg beat Brock Lesnar twice in a 12-year span.
And Brock Lesnar only beat him once. That's what they're saying.
But it's still only a 1-up. That's it.
WWE is not. If you want to see Brock or Goldberg in WWE, it's not going to happen. He's not coming back to WWE. In the AEW, who knows? If that's just to get a cheap pop from the crowd,
Well, Ryan, essentially, that's what WrestleMania 33 was. What it was supposed to be.
What?
Undertaker retiring.
Yes.
That match was supposed to be his retirement, and that's what he wanted. He asked Vince, let me have Roman Reigns and let him retire me.
And then Vince kept asking him, hey, Vince kept asking him, hey, I need you for this. And the Undertaker kept on saying, yeah, okay.
Davon, we're not trying to stop him from coming back. We're trying to tell you he's not coming back.
Yeah, he's not coming back to WWE. He's done with WWE.
Right, it wasn't just money. It was also the respect he has for Vince McMahon because of the years that they've worked together. that Vince just kind of coaxed him back into coming back. So it's not just the money.
Why does everybody want to see Goldberg anyway? He's going to give you a 1 minute and 15-second match anyway.
Yeah.
Because that's the way fucking WWE's going to use him as.
Yeah.
So why do you want to see fucking Goldberg? Why do you want to see Goldberg in a 1 minute and 15-second match? It makes no fucking sense to me.
Here's another thing I noticed. You know what I know? You know another thing I noticed? When our generation growing up, when somebody left and didn't come back, we really didn't give a shit.
No.
Because there were new and interesting superstars. Now, okay, this is probably the only thing that I could realistically defend the new fans on. Is the fact that there really is not a superstar right now that gives that.
You're right.
Ooh, that awe factor, the one thing that we're always talking about, that it factor that we talk about. Back in the day when Hulk Hogan stopped wrestling, nope. Well, he really never stopped wrestling, but I'm trying to think of a good Dusty Rhodes. We were sad to see him go, but nobody gave a shit that he left.
No.
We were too interested in the Stings coming up, the Ric Flair, or all these new the Steiner brothers, stuff like that. We didn't give a shit if we saw them. Great, it was a good pop, but we didn't give a shit. I mean, every now and then you'd have those one-off matches, and that's what they were. But that's the other thing that I've noticed. Back then, when we were growing up, there was not very many nostalgia acts.
No.
Right. Now, Ace, and I understand that. Ace essentially said, I don't care how good the new wrestlers are, if you have no character or no direction, the new guys don't mean shit. Got you. But why bring back the old guys when I don't want to fucking see them? Guys, I grew up, I don't want to see these guys wrestling, fucking walking around looking all decrepit. Sorry. Because I'm going to say this. Shawn Michaels looked slow, did not look like the Shawn Michaels of old. Triple H still can go. I will say that. The Undertaker looked old and decrepit. Kane, slow, old. I don't want to see that. If I want to see wrestling, I want to see the old Shawn Michaels. If Shawn Michaels is gonna come back, I want to see him wrestle like he did. You know what I mean? I mean, he'll never be able to do it. He even said it himself. You're gonna be disappointed. I'm not gonna be the old Shawn Michaels. I'm not gonna be able to do what I used to do.
Well, even at the end of that match, him and Triple H hugging in the corner of the ring, he sat there and Triple H was like, "We're too old for this."
He did. Essentially, he came back and did it, but I don't think he'll ever wrestle again because he realizes it's daunting, even though it's fake. That's still taking a toll on your body because you still got to be able to move and do things. You can't, and I just don't want to see slow wrestlers that like Shawn Michaels. Looked like The Undertaker 3 years ago. Just slow. I mean, he was still faster than The Undertaker, but he's slow. And that's the Shawn Michaels I want to see is super kicking people's head off. He didn't super kick anybody's head off in that match. So
I want to say this. Here's the funny thing, though. Ace, you basically just said what I said.
Right.
You basically just proved my point.
Yes.
You don't care about none of these superstars because to you said it yourself, you don't like it because they don't have character. So that's why you want to see the older superstars. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. But
No,
let's
no, no.
face the facts.
No. That's not what I said. I also said I don't want to see Undertaker. I don't want to see Shawn Michaels. If I want to see Shawn Michaels, I want to see the Shawn Michaels of a few years ago, not the Shawn Michaels I seen at Crown Jewel.
And
That's what I'm saying.
And Notorious to touch on there, yes, John Cena is a slow wrestler, but he's an energetic slow wrestler. His moves have power behind them. His moves have the energy, they have the hype behind them.
Even though it's only 6 moves.
Exactly. Undertaker, Shawn Michaels, there was not much energy or power behind them.
It's not that they didn't have the energy, they just old. They looked old.
Well, the other thing is, too, do we hear about old football players coming back to play a season? Do we hear about NBA stars coming back? Do we hear about baseball players? Once they retire, that's normally it for them. But a lot of people need to understand, too, it's not just athletes. As you get older, your body is more subject to injury and you're not as flexible, you're not as energetic, and your body's breaking down.
Yes.
So that's why they're moving slower. That's why they're injury prone. That's why the hips are going, the quads are going. Your body is not as resilient as when you're 20 and 30 years old.
Of course, my body's fucking killing me, so.
Right.
And I'm only 33. Oh, by the way, hey, before we get back into serious discussion, I wanted to say, I said it on Twitter, but thank you to everybody for all the birthday wishes. I had a great birthday. It was a lot of fun, and so thank you guys for all the birthday wishes. I greatly appreciate it.
Finn, you're preaching, or Ace, you're preaching to the choir. I say it every fucking week. The WWE is about the casual fans. I get it. I'm in the minority. I understand that.
How you doing, Beely?
I am telling you what I think. I don't give a fuck what anybody else thinks. I'm sorry.
And actually, Notorious, he was wrestling a little bit before the 80s.
You guys can want to see fucking Undertaker. You guys can want to see Shawn Michaels, but it's taking away from those characters that ultimately they're not given a fucking chance to fucking build a fucking character because the Undertaker and fucking Shawn Michaels are taking their fucking spot all the time.
That's what.
Now I will say this, and we have said this, and I'll let you go here in a second. And I have said this. Both Johnny and I have said this. The promo that fucking Drew McIntyre cut is probably dead the fuck on.
Yeah.
These guys are complacent and lazy. But ultimately, no matter fucking what, you're paying these guys to do something, you better fucking motivate them to fucking do their fucking job. That's on the WWE right there. I don't care what anybody fucking says. You want to overpay these guys to fucking sit on the fucking sidelines and not fucking do anything? That's fine. When you start fucking losing money and losing fucking fans, that's on you. That's my point. Go ahead, Johnny. Or Heather, I'm sorry.
That's what TSS is saying. It's when you have to overcome bad booking, bad gimmicks, and stuff like that, it's hard for characters to be built. Because they're going along the lines of, you need this gimmick, you need this character. Instead of going along the lines of DDP, where no gimmick, no character, just go out there and have fun.
Yes. And if you've ever, and I keep going back to this, if you ever listen to Bruce Pritchard, he will tell you that half the fucking gimmicks that are done in WWE, that like, aside from Finn Balor and a few others, Vince creates those gimmicks. 90% of what Stone Cold Steve Austin did was him. The rest of it was Vince McMahon. And Stone Cold's even said as such. Vince helped me create my character. So people have got to understand that too. That
You guys,
go
you
ahead.
guys are sorely misunderstanding what we're talking about. Hulk Hogan coming back even after he said the N word, which, by the way, he was in a private conversation and it was leaked without his knowledge. People want to conveniently forget that, but well, let's get a segue from that. The reason why Hogan and people like Stone Cold Steve Austin at Raw 25 and those kind of guys, they get mega pops when they come out. There is one thing that you guys always conveniently leave out. They don't wrestle in a match.
Exactly.
They come out for a segment.
Mm-hmm.
What is so hard? I don't understand. I really don't understand what is so hard for people to differentiate what the fact that we are saying that we don't want to see these old wrestlers in the ring because we're naturally concerned for our health, but a good example of this, a very good example of this. Me and JP went rounds about this. Went rounds about this one. Do I want to see The Undertaker in a match? No.
No.
But if you tell me that The Undertaker is going to come out, am I going to want to see The Undertaker? You're damn right. I grew up on The Undertaker. I want to see that entrance just one more time.
Okay, so when it comes to The Undertaker coming out, and I've said this numerous times, I do want to see The Undertaker. I just don't want to see him in a match. I'd love for him to come out and cut a promo on somebody.
Give a speech even for how the locker room's doing right now. Like Seth
Right.
Rollins did. Or do the opposite of Seth Rollins, say that he loves what's going on right now.
I
That's
have
all fine and
always
well.
said.
Do not make this poor man wrestle again.
Go ahead, John.
What here's a brilliant idea that I had, and people thought I was very odd for saying this. I could see The Undertaker as like a Paul Bearer was to The Undertaker back in the day, where he was kind of that sidekick that helped usher in and develop the character. Could you imagine the power that Bray Wyatt could have had if he had The Undertaker in his corner?
Oh, absolutely. Which I thought they were going to do when they attacked him.
Can you imagine that? Undertaker, the manager, the master to Bray Wyatt, the disciple being molded to take over. And then what you have is it culminates into a match. It's a squash match where Bray Wyatt goes over and the torch is passed.
Yep. Ace. Go ahead.
That is how I would have loved for The Undertaker to have gone out. I would have loved that.
Yep.
Him passing the torch on to somebody to take on the mantle. And here's the thing. This is one thing I never understood. Why not continue the character? Somebody else becomes that character.
Yeah. Yeah.
That could have been brilliant. It's never been done before.
Right.
At least not well.
Right. So, Ace, I'm not just blaming the WWE. You're misunderstanding what I'm saying. What I'm saying to you is, and to everybody is, WWE is partially to blame because they're not giving their characters a good enough background, because ultimately it falls to Vince. Vince is the one. You can fucking argue with me up and down that you can't just blame the fucking WWE. Yes, you can. Because everything goes through fucking Vince McMahon.
Okay.
Now, if Vince gives that guy a really good character, because Roman Reigns was a good character, But they kept pushing him and pushing him and pushing him and not giving him any background, and it failed.
I'm sorry. I'm going to really have to ream some people for this. I don't give a fuck Hogan said the N-word.
Me neither.
I don't care. And anybody that does is a moron. I'm sorry. You're a moron. Okay? You're a moron. If that's the case, Bill Maher shouldn't be on TV, but yet people will still watch him. You know how many fucking people that are on TV that have said the N-word live on air, and they're still going? But yet the one guy does it in the privacy of his home. I'm not saying he should have said it. It was a dick move to say it. But the thing is, number one, it was in the privacy of his home. It was leaked without his knowledge. He was being videotaped without his knowledge. Number two, it was literally 4 years. It was literally a long time ago.
That was like 4 or 5 years ago.
4 or 5 years ago. Why in the fuck
why
are we still punishing a man who has already came out and said
he made a mistake
and said that he was sorry for it, and yet you little pussyfied fucks can't get over a fucking word? Here's a little reality check for you. Grow some fucking balls. Quit reading your fucking happy time, fucking safe space little puppy bullshit, and go out into the real world and sit there and see what really people say. Because I guarantee you, the fact that the Hogan said the N-word is pretty fucking mild.
True. Booker T said it.
Fuck off, Devin. Yeah. Fuck you, dude. Fuck you. You know what? I don't give a shit if I'm not black. Hey, you want to come off with that stupid bullshit? You know what, JP? Guess what? Nobody fucking touched this motherfucker. Nobody touched this Davin motherfucker. Because guess what? Johnny Sinister is on the show tonight. So guess what? We're going to bring something that we haven't done in a while. Oh, Davin. You know what happens when you come into the chat and you basically be a racist fuck yourself? Do you want to know what happens when you can come in here and spout out fucking stupid shit? Do you want to know what happens? Oh, fuck, I can't find the fucking cursor. What the fuck happened to the cursor? Uh-oh, there it is. There it is. Davin Griffin? You just got put in timeout.
You can't play that card, man. Sorry. It's like you calling me a cracker. Just saying. Oops. Did I want a Ritz cracker.
Motherfucker, I'm saltine, motherfucker.
Well, I honk my horn all the time in public.
I mean, it's so difficult. Really? I mean, Johnny did the right thing. I'm not going to sit here and say he didn't. You're totally right, because he was. This is essentially why the race card needs to go away. It's not that it's being said, it's being dwelled on.
And, you know...
And you can't tell me it's not.
And, you know, here's the funny thing. And we never bring up viewership on this show, on how many people are watching. We never do it. But we must be doing something right, even with me saying the shit that I said, because we really didn't lose viewers. In fact, we gained a few.
Yeah.
It might be, his friends. I don't know. I'm just saying, you can't play that card with me. Which is what is being rained.
And Notorious, this story is being told because the McMahons need somebody to be on top. So they're going to throw Shane McMahon in there to have a McMahon on TV.
I don't think anybody should be able to say it. Period. Bottom fucking line.
Here's my thing, and I want here we go again. Johnny's fucking saying something controversial, but sadly, it's steeped in reality. If they want to talk about fucked up shit, how about the fucking fact that I'm fucking Irish? My fucking ancestors were slaves too.
Don't dwell on it.
Don't fucking dwell on it.
Right.
Just because I'm so fucking sick of this shit. We've never had a black champion.
Bullshit.
Booker T, Naomi, Jacqueline.
I hate
The
that.
fucking list is long with black
Ron
champions.
Simmons, the very first black NWA heavyweight champion.
Pedro Morales was the WWF champion, which is essentially the WWF or WWE. And whether you fucking like it or goddamn not, The Rock.
Yep.
Oh, that don't count because he was only half. Well, then I guess Obama didn't count either.
Yeah, exactly.
Just saying.
Oops, did I fucking hit a nerve? Fucking stupid asses.
No, you're right. You're right.
Well, if you go just strictly by ethnicity and not location, Jinder Mahal.
He is Indian.
That's what Manchester right.
His nationality is Canadian, though.
Yes.
He is of Indian descent, though.
And Ryan's right. Mark Henry was also a champion.
No, Mark Henry was a champion, too.
You can't get any more black than that.
No, not. I like Mark Henry, though. He's a good champion.
He was fucking awesome.
Mark Henry's another guy, one of those guys I think was
Underutilized
and very underappreciated for what he did for the industry.
Yep.
No, he's not actually Notorious. He is half Samoan, half Italian.
That is true. We talked about the Roman Reigns thing yesterday, and I'm not going to hit on that again. See
what happens when you let me back on the show.
It's all good, dude. We got plenty of viewers because of it, so.
Let's see what happened. Actually, well, kind of.
Oh, you mean like Tatanka? Okay.
Oh, you mean like Tatanka? Yeah, Tatanka. He got that big push, and then they never did anything with him. That was a failure on WWE's part.
That it was.
And Bruce Pritchard even said as much.
Yep.
So keep in mind, people, we are not doing NXT this weekend. We will be doing Royal Rumble, and that will be on Heather's show.
And Rumble Bobs is this
Hey,
Friday.
Davin, how's it feel? How would you? Do you know how it feels to be called a cracker every day? Do you want to know how it feels to say you have white privilege, even though you had to scrape from the bottom? Do you know what it feels like to have half the country demonize you just basically because of your skin? You guys haven't had to deal with that for years. So don't fucking talk to me about your fucking problems. You're not oppressed. You're just a pussy.
There you go. Sorry to say, brother. Sorry to say. Hey, Bob, don't forget Rumble Bob's this Friday.
Thanks, because I almost forgot.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
I don't know how it feels to be black, but I've fucked plenty of them.
Oh, no.
No.
I mean, I am black from the waist down, so.
Hey, I have been said on record that I want Ember Moon to come to my house and make Milano babies.
We will see you in 3 months. Wait,
Oh, look, he wanted me to come fight him. Oh, how cute.
did he? Well, God
That's
damn
what
it.
I said.
What era of Mark Henry do I like? I just like Mark Henry in general.
He obviously didn't know who I was.
What did he
You
say?
found out now.
I didn't see what he said.
Come fight, bitch. I know who pussy. I know you who pussy.
You who pussy? You who? I like you who.
You
I know
who's
Heather
good.
likes you who.
I love you.
Who's amazing.
Now look, now that that's over and we got rid of that problem, even though I didn't want to get rid of him, but I can't sit here and justify that at all. Everybody has fucking problems. Okay? Like Johnny said, how do you know that he isn't driving down the road and people are fucking, calling him a racist, and he never even said a freaking word to anybody. To be
Hell,
considered,
I'm fucking ginger. Some countries hate me.
Exactly.
so I mean, I get it. Black people were oppressed a long time ago. I get it. I'm sorry. What do you want me to do about
We're
it?
gonna get in so much fucking trouble.
No, we're not. No, we're not. I'm just gonna say, what do you want me to do about it? What can I do to help you not be oppressed anymore? What do you want me to do? You want me to apologize for everybody? I'll do it. I'm sorry. Now move on. Get over it. Deal with it. Sorry, dude. Thanks for the subscription, whoever that was. I can't see it. I just
I'm
don't.
sorry for a goddamn thing.
Stephen Griffiths.
Okay. It just boggles my mind that we have to live in a society where we have to walk on our tippy toes for. And yes, Rain, every nationality's dealt with some sort of oppression or.
Every race and every nationality has had some sort of slavery.
Yes. So yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and I'm gonna be like Johnny. You've got to man the fuck up. You have the same amount of rights as I do, no matter. In my opinion, from what I've seen, the way the law is written, everybody of every color has the same rights as any other color does. As long as you're here legally, you have every right that I do as a white person. So I don't want to hear this, y'all don't know what it's like to be this or that. Y'all don't know what it's like to live in a fucking poverty-stricken fucking house. I did, growing up. So, eat those apples, pal. Pal! Vince McMahon's on TV now. Everybody be quiet. Phenomenal. Hey, he's fucking shaking and shit.
What the fuck was that?
I don't know. I'm just being fucking stupid.
Oh, you good. Now, Trek, on the other hand, he didn't stop at Trek.
Well, we've already discussed this, that there is no solution for Trek.
There really isn't.
Do what?
I'm just saying, there really isn't.
No, JP said something. I didn't hear him.
I was just talking to Heather. I didn't say anything.
Oh, okay.
Ryan goes, Johnny scares me sometimes.
What?
Ryan Romano? He said Johnny scares me sometimes. He doesn't scare me.
You know what, Ryan?
No.
What are you gonna time him out for?
Fuck off, this is my stick.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Do it then.
You've ruined it.
You're damn right. He scares me. You fucking time him out, you're gonna fucking scare him away. I don't want that. No, he says please do. Now he's talking shit.
Oh, now you know what happens when you beg to the Sinister One? You want to know what happens when you sit there and beg to not be put in timeout? Do you want to know what happens? Bijou, you want to do the honors? Come on, do the honors. Do the honors. No, don't lick me. Just do the honors. Okay. Ryan? You just got put in timeout.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Get in the ring.
By the way,
Bastard hurts me.
Chef Boyardee mac and cheese with spicy Doritos fucking sucks.
Hold on a second, Bobbit.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that.
Processed animal carcasses.
Hot dogs.
I got that, Heather. God damn it. Stop oppressing me.
I'm so oppressed.
Are you having a Me Too moment?
Hmm?
Are you having a Me Too moment?
Yes. People are turning on AJ Styles? I don't think they are.
Yeah, on Twitter they were kind of fucking giving him shit because he was on he did an interview with Steven Crowder, like that's such a bad thing.
Who's Steven Crowder?
Conservative guy that does a talk show. Wait a minute. I can throw a monkey wrench in Daniel Bryan's whole stick.
Go ahead, do it, please.
Okay. He claims to be vegan.
He is. That.
Okay.
Anyway,
he's all about the environment.
Yep.
Okay. The belt's made out of leather, right?
Yes.
Oh, snap.
So he's basically wearing cowhide.
You should tweet him.
Somebody tweeted at AJ.
AJ, you're wearing cowhide, you dipshit.
I think
Already
at one point he wanted to change it to hemp, though.
Oh, what? So he could get high?
I think right after he won it, I think that was one of the things that was circulating around that he didn't want to carry it. He wanted to change it, but he never did.
He wanted to smoke it. Okay.
It doesn't matter, Rain. He wears it. He wears it. And he hasn't sat there and done enough to make the change of the belt. So he's still wearing a cowhide, a leather belt. And if he is so against all this stuff, why is he wrestling in a ring inside of a stadium? He should be outside.
Got a point.
Be right back, guys.
Whatever.
See, I would totally win in a promo fight.
You're right.
Or
I already tweeted them.
Hold on. He's going down that path.
It's fickle.
It's fickle. Just fucking turn the word on him.
And you say you're embarrassed.
Oh no.
Daniel Bryan's eating his word.
Fickle, fickle, fickle.
And you say you're embarrassed. You're embarrassed to step in the ring with me tonight. That's not it. It's fear. You see, I've stood across from many opponents, and I have seen that look in their eyes. They're afraid. Just like you're afraid to step into this ring with me tonight. Just like you're afraid of what's going to happen in 5 days at the Royal Rumble. And Daniel, you should be. You've corrupted your morals for that one thing. That one thing. The WWE Championship.
Look at Vince looking at fucking Daniel Bryan. Looking at him like he's a hypocrite.
One thing away from you. What would you have left? Nothing. You know, my friend, the great Carl Sagan once said, "Hey, I'm tired. Let's get in the ring."
Attaboy, Vince.
What'd he do?
Said get in the ring. He said he's tired of this. Get in the ring. I don't think Vince is playing. I think Vince is sick and tired of listening to Daniel Bryan. I really do. I'm sick of listening to him.
Notorious
You know,
has recently become a vegan because of Brie.
Of course, you don't want to listen.
Well, there's no way that he can be vegan, though. I mean, if he eats his wife's pussy, he's basically eating nutrients. Yeah.
You see, these people bowed down to you when you came out, but they don't realize that you and your entire generation, you take, and you get nothing back, putting profits over both the people and the planet every single time. And they bow to you for it.
Vince is gonna
They bow
explode.
to you for it.
I don't think Daniel Bryan's going to be with the company much longer.
It's like you pulled this
I'm hoping that this is scripted, because it doesn't sound scripted at all.
from them, all the economic and environmental debt that you've
Now it
created,
does.
and they've become satisfied with trading Instagram likes and Facebook messages and
Now it
social
does.
media
Great.
stuff. All while you're in the back hoarding all the wealth, hoarding all the power, and they ignore it because they're distracted. You've created an environment for somebody like AJ Styles to become a hero. Where his brand of ignorance and impotence is the perfect. Damn, I'm not gonna change it. Give me the ring.
I heard that.
If he, I'd watch. He's going to strip him of the. He's going to say, "I'll strip you of the title if you don't get in the ring," and Vince can do that.
Well, hold on a second, Vince. I know you advertised a face-to-face between Daniel Bryan and AJ Styles, but if a face-to-face is what you want, it doesn't necessarily have to happen in this ring. Uh-oh. Styles has had enough. Everybody had a safe barrier from Styles. Yes, it did. disgraceful.
Coward.
Might have been disgraceful, but it was certainly resourceful. Take another look at this. AJ Styles looking for the phenomenal forearm. Daniel Bryan with an act of cowardice, hiding behind the chairman before delivering the running knee. Obvious challenge. That's your WWE champion. Styles wanted a face-to-face confrontation, and Daniel Bryan was afraid to step in the ring with him. The truth of the matter is, this Sunday, Daniel Bryan has nowhere to run. Styles and Bryan for the WWE Championship. It all happens this Sunday, streaming live on the WWE Network. The 32nd annual Royal Rumble event for the first time ever.
Interesting.
In Phoenix, Arizona.
I don't know what's going to happen there.
And the WWEnetwork.com to sign up because the Royal Rumble event is free for new subscribers. Yeah, Tom, but that's not all. If you sign up right now, also included in your free trial, WWE Elimination Chamber.
Yes, you are correct, Rain. Eating meat is an instinct. Not eating meat is a choice.
The Royal Rumble event and the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view free for new subscribers.
God damn, Johnny, you thought you were a ginger? Holy shit.
Ooh.
That dude right behind Todd.
Wait to enter the men's Royal Rumble match at number 30. And book my trip to face the phenomenal AJ Styles or the new Daniel Bryan at WrestleMania.
So you're not going to choose the WWE Universal Champion Brock Lesnar?
Brock Lesnar? I do not want Brock to take me to Sioux Falls City.
Sioux Falls City.
That too.
Fucking.
Cruiserweight champion. Bobby Murphy.
Buddy Murphy, not Bobby. I'm pretty sure there's a weight limit.
Oh, now I'm back.
Fucking R-Truth is great. R-Truth is so great.
He's always been a good comedy act.
Yeah, did you hear what he said?
Nuh-uh.
He says, now I'm fat.
Okay, no, well, it's not just that.
I heard most of it.
Okay, so he's sitting there and she goes, if you win the Royal Rumble, you could challenge Brock Lesnar. He goes, oh, hell no, I don't want to go to Sioux Falls City.
Yeah, I heard that.
And then she goes, well, what about the Cruiserweight Championships? There's a weight limit. Carmella goes, there's a weight limit on there. So what, now you calling me fat?
And no one is getting Carmella, you should be confident. I mean, number 30 is definitely an advantage, and I've never been in the Royal Rumble, and I don't know what number I'm going to draw, but I'm confident too, because I'm Charlotte. You would have turned to WrestleMania.
Not like most girls.
I am.
I know, baby girl. I know. We'll go get a diapers.
Samoa Joe.
Hey, let's go get a diaper.
Where's Terry Funk nowadays?
Performance Center.
Is he?
Yeah,
What's he doing there? Training?
probably.
Not training to wrestle. I think he's training people. Don't get excited. Excuse me, we're getting this match again. Mustafa Ali.
Versus somebody 3 times in weight class.
What are they doing with Samoa Joe? I don't know, man. I do not know.
They're turning him into the heaviest cruiserweight ever.
I guess.
really baby girl. Come on, carry it, girl. Have the bottle. You can drink clean bottle too.
Okay.
Come on, baby girl.
Wendy Bell. What are you doing? Silly girl. Oh, baby girl. She's trying to roll over. That's why she's having a fit. Wendy! Poor girl.
Come, little girl.
Somebody's hungry.
Somebody needs to get some drops first, though. I think so.
Damn right.
I think somebody needs some of those drops. What in the world?
Did I? No?
You guys, says I barely remember that show.
What the fuck is going on?
It's probably a video game.
No, it's a League of Legends.
That's a video game.
It's a video game? Okay.
Yep.
Anime.
Hey!
You want after I give her this, do you want to start feeding her? So
I
hang this out?
can.
Thank you.
She spit it back out. You missed the old Cartoon Network. The old Cartoon Network is still on, Ryan, unless you don't have it.
Yeah, but they got shows like fucking Rick and Morty on.
Oh, yeah, well, fuck Rick and Morty. I don't even know who Rick and Morty are.
Hey, I like that show.
I've never seen it, so I don't care. Wow, she took it without fucking crying. Look at you. She actually took the bottle without crying.
Yeah, she was really hungry.
So hopefully this is the last time we see this match. Trek, you gonna answer that question?
I was looking something about Cena first. I'll answer in a moment.
Notorious wants to know if you've ever been to a WWE pay-per-view.
I have.
No,
I
not
went to
to,
SummerSlam.
not to the
Shut the fuck up. Nobody asked you. He's asking Trek. Just kidding. Go ahead, Trek.
not to the pay-per-views. No.
During the Attitude Era, every fucking WWE Monday Night Raw was a pay-per-view.
Ace is asking if the Senior Bowl is a good way to scout talent.
Your lower round talent, yes. You might find a gem or two there. I need a pillow.
I love the Puppy Bowl, Ronnie.
Oh, don't get weird. We're not watching the fucking Puppy Bowl. If you want to watch a Puppy Bowl, you
I
can
was
watch
gonna say I can go in the bedroom and watch it, so you can't stop me.
Do what you want.
Oh.
Yes, it is on Super Bowl Sunday, Ryan. You want me to take her for it?
I can.
Okay.
She's eating. I'm not gonna stop her.
I support her.
Hey, pretty girl. Noon it starts your time. I don't understand the Puppy Bowl. What is the object of this Puppy Bowl that you speak of?
It's all dogs that are in shelters trying to get them adopted out. It's the real object behind why they started doing it.
Just asking because.
And the kitten halftime shows to get cats adopted.
What?
The kitten halftime shows to get cats adopted out.
I've never been.
Ronnie, we're not allowed to have pets.
Yeah. If I do watch it, I'd want one, and I know we can't have one. I really want a dog.
I do too.
I really want a dog, but we can't. I would love to have a dog. Did you lose your voice or something, Ronnie, or what?
No, I'm just typing.
Oh, okay. So far, this match is boring because we've seen it. You've seen it last week. What do you think of SmackDown post so far about it?
It's alright.
Ronnie, what do you think of it so far?
I haven't been impressed with it. I mean, we got Asuka and Becky in the beginning, but that was just a lead up to this weekend, and
Right.
thing with Daniel Bryan and AJ. So that we already know is happening this weekend, and none of the matches have appealed to me.
I mean, it's building to something, no? At least they're building.
They're
They're not.
building storylines at least.
There's really nothing to build to the Royal Rumble matches because
It's a Rumble match.
there's natural feuds that are going to happen in the Royal Rumble match. You know, they need to focus more on the singles matches, and they've totally forgotten that. But now they're doing that, which I'm the feuds. But I would like to see. I mean, they've Seth Rollins or Drew McIntyre have been. You know what I mean? I think the final four is probably going to be Seth Rollins, Drew McIntyre, possibly either AJ Styles or Daniel Bryan. Or it could, well, be one of them. We'll see. I don't know.
Right, but I mean, for tonight, I mean, like you said, we've gotten this match. We had this last week. The Naomi and Mandy Rose. I have no desire to watch any more of that. We're getting Rey Mysterio and Almas, which
Yeah, I don't care.
2 out of 3 falls. I mean, we've seen that last week just with the stipulation.
Yeah, I'm gonna shit all over it because I'm not a fan of Andrade. I'm really not.
I mean, the discussion in the chat and stuff like that, I mean, that's been pretty interesting, just viewpoints and stuff like that, and everybody's viewpoints on the panel. But the matches themselves, I mean, like I said last night, that was the go home show. I think that was even better than what we've gotten here tonight because there really hasn't been much on here tonight that we don't know that's not going to happen Sunday.
Right. The Buttfuck King's coming on next. Hey, Bobbit, don't laugh. Don't laugh, Bobbit. 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 Good Lord, kid. So precious.
So, who do y'all think's going to win Rumble Bobs?
Me. That was a stupid question.
Yeah, I just saw it too. I mean, we're going to have 3 nights where they're going to be in Arizona, so that that crowd's going to be pretty dead starting Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. A lot of wrestling for them.
I think Trek might win the Rumble. Who knows? He's starting off at number 1.
If Trek wins the Royal Rumble, I quit.
Tracy salute.
Yeah.
Sorry. I just scared her.
Bless you. Poor Wendy.
Nope, now she's falling back to sleep.
Ace, that was some of the most random shit I've ever heard.
I was talking to Blocky earlier today, and he's saying that he's going to win.
What about Spriggity McSwoog?
Well, he's saying he might, but he's not fairly sure. Because he's got 29 other people to go through.
Your mom's gonna have to finish feeding you. Or take you. She's fine.
Oh, but did you hear the update about Cena? It's a work.
Okay, cool.
No, he did tweet out today something. Are you sure it's a work?
Wrestling Inc. was saying it's a work because he's filming a new movie, so it's a way to write him out.
I'm pretty sure it's. Do you? No, it's fine. I mean, don't rush. I mean, she's falling asleep. That's what I'm saying. Every now and then she'll wake up, take a sip, and fall back to sleep.
Yeah, Subway can go fuck itself because it gave me gout.
What gave you gout?
Subway.
Subway didn't give you gout. Something
It
gave
did.
you. Subway did not give you. Subway cannot give you gout.
I swear to God, it did.
You got gout from eating probably a sub from Subway. You don't just get gout from eating one thing, Bobbit. Gout builds
Well,
up. It builds up.
Isn't that the building of crystals or something?
Yes.
Yeah.
I was fine before then, and right after I ate that sub, that's when all hell broke loose.
What kind of sub?
And it was probably building up in your system before then.
Yes, Bobbit. You don't just get all of a sudden, boom, you get gout. It's not like fucking crystals form up just like that. It's over time. Trust me, I know these things.
Oh, baby girl.
Nice try, though. You can still eat Subway.
I don't trust it.
Well, then
What
don't
kind
ever
of
eat
sub do you
again,
have?
Bobbit. Don't ever eat again because it doesn't matter what you eat. It could have been the fucking lettuce that did it. You can't ever eat lettuce again then, is what you're saying. I'm just saying, man. It's not what you think. It's a buildup. Gout builds up over time. It just doesn't automatically happen. Did the doctor even explain to you what gout is?
He didn't even know if I even had it.
Did the endomethacin, did it work?
Yes.
Then you had gout.
He didn't explain dick or shit to me.
Okay, so go look up and find out what gout is. Gout.
I will after the show.
And it's not just something that it's not like the flu where it just automatically hits you. This shit it's built up over time. So Subway didn't do it to you. Trust me. It could have been something that you ate a week before that. Did you eat Subway the week before?
No.
Okay, then.
Baby girl, come here. Come here. Come here, dog. Come here, please. You see what daddy needs to do more than just feed you. He needs to stop and burp you in between. Hold on, it's coming, it's coming, it's coming. Come here. There we go. That's my girl.
I don't think they'll do that, Elias. They aren't just gonna throw some random yahoo into the fucking main event, getting a title shot at WrestleMania.
Have a good night, Roo.
Good night, Aru.
Easy there, girl. It's okay.
I will say this: I do have surprises for the Rumble.
It's okay, baby girl.
What the fuck is he doing?
Hey guys, new day. I hate to interrupt, but do you despise being placed in the men's Royal Rumble match? Where is Daniel himself? So are you willing to eliminate each other?
Look, every single year they'll ask us this question. First it was Ron, then it was Renee Young, then it was Mike Rowe. Now it's you. What? Is Tony Cello gonna ask us next? Hey, new day. How do you get
Oh, for fuck's sakes. They're going. Oh,
We are smart. We realize that when one of us wins the Rumble, we all win the Rumble. Now look at here. Look, the dog walk. Everybody in this Rumble. Can I get a witness?
you, TSS.
I don't even know what to say about that.
My brain hurts. Either Tony Chimel was hurting for money, or they just really wanted to dig back in the bag.
Fucking Bob it. Fucking. You're such a dick. Do you even know why I'm saying he's a dick, Trexter?
Yep.
Why am I calling him a dick?
Because he said he smelled Trek's comedy.
Say that again?
Because he said, with that smell, he said it's Trek's comedy. I'm like, huh.
Oh, you know it's funny. You were laughing.
Yeah.
And yes, Ryan, Tony Chimel was the only one who could get that rated R part right. Randy Orton is done with the feud against Rey Mysterio there, Notorious.
Yep.
Why am I the only one answering these questions by people?
Because you're the only one looking at the chat right now. Calm your shit.
Sorry.
Fucking getting out of control there, young lady.
Well, there's other people.
Okay, well, I'm sorry.
Not
I
just
was
you.
reading something.
It's
Sorry.
not just you.
Nobody knows,
The way they're
TSS.
keeping
Nobody
him
knows.
off TV right now, TSS, I think he's injured.
They just have nothing for him to do right now, as far as I know.
Oh.
Night, Ryan.
Don't forget, tomorrow, McDonald's is starting bacon cheese fries.
Hey, Bob, and don't forget Rumble Pops is tomorrow.
Friday.
That's why I thought Bob
Or
was
Friday, I mean. Don't forget Rumble Pops is Friday. Hey, Bob, and have you ever had...
Such a dick.
I don't know. Whatever. Hey, Trent, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
What are you doing in that picture? Okay, so the picture that we have for the thumbnail, what are you doing in that picture?
Taking a selfie.
Take a
In the
selfie.
mirror.
You know only
Gay.
you know only women take pictures of themselves in the mirror, right?
A bathroom mirror, no less. By the looks of it.
Then he shrugs his shoulder like, I'm gay, I guess. I don't know. Whatever, it's alright. I do what I can.
It's okay if you like to slob knobs. No judgment here.
Yes,
Okay, actually, I am judging just a little bit, but you know.
It'd have
Sorry,
been
what
really
was that?
creepy if you were doing the duck lips.
Yeah, if he would have done the duck lips, I would have jumped in my car, drove to Arizona, slapped him, got in my car, and then came the fuck home.
Why are you smiling about that? Do you like pain, Trek? Do you like it when you get slapped around?
Are
Do
you
you have a BDSM fetish that you need to tell us about? I mean, we can see all the weird stuff you have in your apartment. Who God knows what you do with there or where you stick it.
Trek, can I ask you a question? Okay, shut the fuck up. The Supergirl poster, right? You have your stand next to, not below, because those look like fucking DVDs right there. Probably fucking Land Before Time fucking DVDs and shit. But let's move on.
And tentacle hentai.
No, that's Bobbit.
Okay, so well, he probably has Land Before Time too. I'm not gonna put that by him. So anyway, it's okay,
Littlefoot
Bob. I have
does
Land
Dallas.
Before Time too. My daughter owned those movies, by the way. That's why I have it. But anyway, so okay, I'm talking about the stand where you have what's that fucking? Is that the fucking Star Trek fucking Deep Space Nine fucking model there?
Yeah, we've talked about that before.
I don't remember talking about that.
We did.
That was like
a while
a
ago.
couple weeks ago.
Okay, fair enough. You're so
Well, the one
fucking weird.
DVD we know he doesn't have is the Polar Express.
So what's down below that? Is that a speaker?
Above it, you mean?
I don't see
well,
anything
yeah.
above your fucking goddamn model. Yes,
Yes, that's a speaker.
that's a speaker. Does it work?
Yeah.
Does it work?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just asking. So you just fucking jam out to fucking the Bangles and shit, don't you?
No, it's handsome.
No.
Mbop's your favorite fucking song, isn't it?
No, we know it's yours.
Nobody knows mine?
No, we know it's yours.
No, I just know the song. I have a daughter that was at that age where that was one of her favorite songs.
Wait. What? We are missing the more important question
Yeah.
here.
Go ahead.
He has a speaker. Well, okay, we've established the fact that that is a speaker.
Where's the stereo?
Where's the other one?
There's a speaker there. There's a stereo there. There's a speaker above the stereo.
Why is it above the stereo and not in another part of the room?
That's the only place it could fit.
Why is that the only place that it could fit? You mean to tell me you couldn't like nail it to the wall and hang it?
No, because it's an old one. That fucking hurt.
He's like, why do I have to answer these questions?
No, I said, why does that hurt? Because my back hurts.
You're fine, man. It's just the way your demeanor's like, why do I have to answer all these fucking questions? Can you leave me the fuck alone? You assholes! That's what we're waiting for you to fucking say.
He is essentially this group's Tommy.
Yes, he is.
Let me see. So, is that Batman and Robin holding each other like
No, they're fist bumping.
they're fist bumping?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're doing some kind of bumping, all right.
They're doing Trek.
They're fist bumping, all right. just
Randy
hang on.
did
I
some-
gotta be on camera for this.
SmackDown. That's why I'm getting in
Look. They're fist bumping, all right. They're fist bumping, all right.
It looks like they're holding. And now, I now pronounce
Even
you. I
fucking,
now pronounce
and
you.
even fucking Roddy is losing it now.
This is fucking weird. Trek, what do you have on the other side of the wall? I'm just asking. Probably got some fucking bondage shit
my
on the
Skype
other
is
side.
on.
What's that? Say it again.
Oh, Drew's in the chat now.
Oh my god.
Oh no. So my final question of the day is: we've established that that's a globe. Is that your junk pile next to fucking Supergirl, or right below Batman and Robin?
No, it's like WWE stuff that I've had.
Okay.
Okay, so practically junk. Okay, so the thing ain't that I can't understand is he has his junk underneath Supergirl. I'll let it sit in for a minute.
My next question is what is the fucking poster next to the Supergirl?
What is next to Supergirl?
Don't. Good talk.
What were you saying? My Skype cut out. What were you saying?
Yeah, liar. You heard what I fucking said.
No, it did.
Okay. No, it did. But anyway, what's the poster or the picture next to the Supergirl?
That's the small one?
No, the only one that's next to it, yes.
Oh, it's Nightmare on Elm Street 3. I've talked about that before, too.
Superman 3?
No,
No,
Nightmare on
Street
Elm
3.
Street. So you couldn't go for the original one?
3 is my favorite one.
Why 3? Why?
That was the first one I ever saw.
First one you ever saw.
Mhm.
Number 3 was the first one you ever saw.
Yeah, it was on syndication in Minnesota when I saw it when I was a kid.
Syndication, Minnesota. What? Is there a fucking mafia out there?
No. God damn, that was great.
Okay, now I do have one more. I have one more question.
Oh,
What the fuck is underneath the speakers? That's what I don't understand. There's like these little bobbit things. Like, it looks like to the left there's something with wings or whatever. Behind the DVDs?
That's the TARDIS. That's my Doctor Who thing.
TARDIS.
TARDIS.
You mean the phone
He
booth?
just said
Yeah.
That's great. TARDIS.
Well, wait a minute. You only explained one thing. What's the other shit?
What else is there? Now do you see why I don't have anything that I'm showing? Wait until it's Bobbitt's turn. It looks like you have Funkos. It looks like you have Funkos there, I think is what he's asking.
Okay. Realistically, JP, we can't do Bobbits. We'll be there. We'll be here all fucking night trying to figure out what the fuck he's got in his house.
You're probably right. We'll do that after This Week in Wrestling.
Well, after this week in
okay.
wrestling is
Oh, wait.
Roadblock.
That was creepy as fuck. If anybody was paying attention in the chat, Trek was just laughing, and all of a sudden he went from a laugh to a cold.
So, Trek, I'm asking you, are those Funkos there?
Yes.
Of what?
There's 2 of the Doctor. There's one of Uncle Scrooge. I've shown that before. And there's one from like an older Nickelodeon show called Our Real Monsters.
And I have nothing more to say to you. Done. Nickelodeon.
Wait. What's that? What is that right behind you? It's kind of white, slanted.
It's his forehead.
No. Is that your window behind you?
Oh no.
Why is your bed right by your window? You're praying that someone's peeping?
He just says no.
Well, to be fair, not like anybody would do that anyway. No, I'm just
Actually, I don't care about Andrade Cien Almas, or Andrade as people call him, and Rey Mysterio. That's what's on, and it really hasn't been that great of a match. So
I like what Ray said. The fact you're interrogating Trek about his junk under Supergirl SmackDown must be entertaining.
that's why I was talking about. It's actually, I mean, I can agree with Ronnie. It's been kind of lackluster, but you got to remember, SmackDown's ultimately done everything that they're gonna do. So there's really nothing to build to be honest.
And to be fair, Rain, this happens all the damn.
Oh, he knows. He's been here before. He's been here before. You should know that. He's been here. He was here.
It's been here longer than Bob has been holding that in.
My daughter has you beat.
It sounded
Is
like a frog that just blew its load and was horrified by what it saw. I mean, look, even the Donkey Kong is shocked.
TSS says his bed is next to the window so he can see the pizza delivery man, so he can tell them to put the pizza by the window so he can eat the pizza in bed.
Oh, he's sitting there. Oh yeah, we got. Let me tell you something. Put that pizza right by the window. Let me get all up in that. Oh yeah, walk to the door. Ring that doorbell.
Oh, the ASMR pizza delivery.
No, I will not give you a tip. Come on. God, what do you mean? You charge me $2.50 for delivery?
But you're getting kind of creepy, Johnny. You really are.
It's Trek. Of course, it's creepy.
Trek, do you sit? Rain wants to know: do you sit, Trek? Do you sit and rock in not eating pizza, eating the pizza like my cousin? Have you ever seen him eat a piece of pizza, Rain?
Oh God, pray that you never have to experience it. It is legitimately horrifying.
That's why we always ask Trek if he's made love to his pizza today. It looks like he's making love to a pizza. Or a piece of pizza.
Trek is gonna fuck a pizza so bad he's gonna wind up having pizza rolls for kids.
Oh no. Totino's? Trek's gonna fuck a pizza so hard he's gonna make pizza bagel bites.
Oh! That's going to be really confusing for Bobby. He's not going to know whether to run away from it or eat it.
You got a valid point.
You know, I'm surprised that Donkey Kong's always got the shocked face. There is not a bit of telling what goes on in Bobbitt's room.
Do you really want to know?
No.
No, but, you know, the look on that Donkey Kong's face kind of tells the story.
Well, you got to remember, Diddy Kong's behind him. He might be donking him from behind.
Oh, yeah, that is true. Don't think you're out of this one yet, Trek. Quit laughing.
Are you sitting on your bed, right, Trek?
Yep.
Don't you have like a chair or something?
The bed's closest to where my laptop is.
Do you have a sofa cushion for a pillow?
That's what I was just gonna ask you.
It's a back thing.
It's a back thing?
Oh my god! You have one of those goofy ass fucking looking back things for a pillow.
Not gonna lie, I'd like to have one myself.
Same here.
I'm not gonna lie, actually, that's actually a pretty good idea, Trek. Wow, the one thing in your room that actually everybody wants. You have made an improvement today, Trek. You've gone from being red shirt to yellow shirt. Oh, no, actually, I'm sorry. We forgot that you were at blue. Okay, well, you'll be red. Or whatever the low ship is. See, this is why I don't want... See, this is why I can't do Star Trek references. I don't know shit.
Well, red shirts are always the first ones to die whenever they go off planet.
Oh, well, then Trek's definitely that guy.
Oh my god, my nose itches. Supreme and Deluxe will be their names.
Huh?
Trek's kid's name.
Trek's kid's name.
No. No, not Supreme and Deluxe. One will be thin crust and the other will be stuffed crust.
Well, what's going to be on those pizzas?
He only eats pepperoni, so you can... Okay, you can name one unkid Pepper.
He's going to refer to them as his meat lovers.
Oh, no.
Jesus Christ. Oh, fucking Trek. We love you. You know that, right? And not in the fucking...
Oh, yeah, I know.
In the no homo way. As
No, I know.
Cody likes to say.
Yeah.
Really? You're stealing lines from Cody? You really
Not
have fallen.
really. I said if I was stealing that line, I said I'm going to trademark it now. But I'm just saying. I'm just kidding. That's just a dumb line. I was just throwing that out there. Giving him a shout out. I haven't seen him in the chat today.
He said he wasn't going to be here tonight.
He did what?
He said he wasn't going to be here tonight.
Again, I don't know why that kid explains to me that he's not going to be there. I mean, it's fine. He doesn't have to. It's not a big deal.
Wait a minute. They're doing Ray and Almas again?
Yes.
2 out of 3 falls.
2 out of 3 falls.
Oh my god. Why not just leave it at the last one? It was a good match.
They should have left it. Because it was 1-1. Almas said 1-1, and then,
Brazilian got involved. That's why they're doing it again.
Save it for the fucking pay-per-view.
Yeah, well, that's WWE for you. That's what they think of Andrade. And they shortened his name, too. It's not Andrade Cien Almas anymore. It's Andrade. Did you know that?
That's stupid.
No, it's not. Why is it stupid? You know him as... I said this yesterday. I said this last week. Does it matter? You know him as Andrade Cien Almas, right? You can call him Buttfuck King, but everybody knows... WWE can call him Buttfuck King, but it'd still be Andrade Cien Almas.
No, I just call him that one Mexican guy.
Samoa Joe.
But Bye, folks. We'll see you in 3 months.
And here's your Royal Rumble thing. Samoa Joe will be one of your final 4.
Welcome back, Paige.
Hey, Paige.
Paige, don't look. Trek is on camera.
How did your tests go? How did you do on your tests? Especially the one that you were really worried about. Which one was she really worried about again?
History.
Ow!
The history exam. How did you do on history?
Oh,
Hey, there you go. You got a C. Good job. Atta girl. See? Worried about nothing. Thank God you made it here because that match was fucking boring.
yeah. There we go. He's in.
Well, you know he was in. I told you he was going to be in.
You didn't make the audition just now.
Nope, there's Randy Orton.
I'm gonna need to break movie.
Everybody was saying, where's Randy Orton? Where's Randy Orton? You just start KO with Samoa Joe. It's a good finish to SmackDown.
He's definitely gonna be one.
Well, of course he's going to be in the Final 4.
Didn't he win last year? No, Shinsuke
No,
did.
Shinsuke did. He won it the year before.
Mhm.
Apparently, JC is actually dead.
I have to talk with that girl.
Ouch!
Okay, she's probably one of Randy Orton.
Give me a second.
Well, that was an interesting finish. Yeah.
More exciting than Raw's finish.
Was it? How did Raw finish last night?
Exactly. You don't even remember.
It was a good finish to the show because it led to the Royal Rumble. There's your build to the Royal Rumble. You know that Randy Orton's going to be in it. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Come on. Oh God. Okay. So, it was an alright show. The ending was good. It was in a lull. The match I didn't care for. I'm not a fan of Rey Mysterio, and I'm really not a fan of Andrade. So, but the ending to it with Samoa Joe was good. The addition to Randy Orton was good. Yeah, I know. Joe's going live. Jesus Christ. Anyway, I don't think he will, but we'll see. But he'll be one of the Final 4, I'm pretty sure. What do you guys think? How did you like the ending? Was that better? The ending was better than Raw, I think, because I don't even
I'll take
remember.
the last minute of it.
Yeah, I mean, I liked how it ended. Because I can't... Andrade bores me. So does Rey Mysterio. We seen the match last week. They should have left it at that. And they did. Trek, you didn't watch it. What do you think, Bobbit?
I thought the ending was better than Raw, but overall it was an okay show. It wasn't the best show, but it was okay.
I know Johnny didn't watch it, but the ending, Samoa Joe came out and beat the shit out of both Andrade and Rey Mysterio. And then Samoa Joe cut a promo and said, well, this is exact what you seen was a taste of what I'm going to do to everybody, all the other 29 superstars, because my name is Samoa Joe. And then RKO, Randy Orton came out and RKO'd it. Essentially how the show ended.
Nice.
So, now that's not to say that they're going to be in the Final Four. That's just my picks for those two guys are going to be in the Final Four. It was an okay show. I do know we're going to get out of here because I've got to eat. I'm hungry. And then I got to go to bed because I do have to work tomorrow. As long as we don't have 50 feet of fucking snow. Thursday, we will be doing Wrestling Memories. And I'm going to talk to the guys about what we're going to be doing. I don't know if we're going to start the feud. I've got an idea of what I want to do. And then Friday, we'll do This Week in Wrestling, where we will give our predictions. So please come over and watch on Bobbit's channel, where we'll be giving our predictions. And then the main event will be Rumble Bobs. Rumble Bobs will be taking place. And Bobbit will have an announcement on Friday. Not tonight, but he'll have an announcement on Friday regarding BCW. Right? That's what it is, right?
Yep.
BCW. And then Saturday, I'm not doing anything. I'm not streaming NXT. I might do a watch party with Trek and Bobbit and whoever wants to watch it. But and then Sunday, Heather will be doing a Royal Rumble on her channel on Tattooed Mistress. And if you want to pop over there and watch that with us, we will be there. We will be doing the whole show except for the Women's Royal Rumble. And then, but Gina, Ronnie, and Heather will be leading the show. So, with that being said, I'm going to bid you adieu, everybody. Really? What's so fucking funny, motherfucker? What are you laughing at, Trek? Huh? What's so funny?
You guys gave me a hard time earlier.
Oh, so
It's
weird.
just now setting in?
I guess.
Yeah, really.
I just was having fun.
No, you're fine. But is there any final thoughts from anybody on the panel?
Final thought is I'm thirsty and I need a cigarette.
Okay.
No, actually, JP, we might need a poll.
For what? For what?
Would the lovely people in the chat like a Johnny to come back to the weekly shows?
I can do that. I'll do that tomorrow. I will do that tomorrow. I'll put a Twitter poll out there. That being said, you guys have a great night, and we will talk to you on Thursday. Y'all have a great night. Thank you.